What if I told you that the stroke of midnight holds a power so profound that spoken words at this sacred hour can reshape your entire reality within minutes? What if the universe has been waiting for you to discover this ancient timing secret that Florence Scovel Shinn understood so deeply, that certain moments in time act as open doorways between the spiritual and physical realms? And what if tonight, at the precise moment when one day surrenders to the next, you could speak a command that would set divine forces into motion with such intensity that your life would never be the same? The mystics have always known that midnight is not merely a point on the clock, but a sacred threshold where the veil between worlds grows thin. It is the moment when your subconscious mind, that tireless servant that Joseph Murphy called the inner doctor, reaches its peak receptivity to new instructions. At midnight, the conscious mind's resistance softens, its doubts quiet, and the gateway to infinite possibility swings wide open. Your spoken word at this hour carries the force of divine decree, for you are speaking into the most fertile soil of consciousness that exists in the entire 24-hour cycle. Florence Scovel Shinn discovered that midnight represents the spiritual birth canal through which new realities emerge. Just as the physical world transitions from today into tomorrow, your inner world can transition from limitation into limitless abundance. She taught that the subconscious mind operates on celestial rhythms, and midnight marks the exact moment when it becomes most malleable, most willing to accept radical transformation, most ready to translate your faith-filled words into tangible manifestation. Consider the wisdom embedded in Scripture. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning, from Psalm 35. This verse reveals the spiritual law that midnight serves as the turning point between old patterns and new possibilities. When you speak with authority at this sacred hour, you are literally commanding the dawn of a new reality. The subconscious mind, operating in its nocturnal state of heightened receptivity, receives your words as divine, programming that it must execute with unwavering precision. Your midnight declaration becomes the seed thought that germinates in the darkness and blooms into visible form with the rising sun. This is not mere poetry but spiritual science. Joseph Murphy explained that the subconscious mind is most impressionable during the transitional states of consciousness, upon waking, before sleep, and most powerfully at midnight when the cosmic energies align to amplify your creative authority. Think of midnight as the moment when you become the spiritual architect of tomorrow. Just as an architect stands before an empty lot and envisions a magnificent structure, you stand at the threshold of a new day and design your experience through the blueprints of your spoken word. The universe, in its infinite intelligence, has provided this daily opportunity for conscious creation, this nightly chance to redirect the course of your life through the power of divine command. At midnight, the energy of completion merges with the energy of beginning. Yesterday's limitations dissolve in the darkness, while tomorrow's possibilities crystallize in the silence. Your words spoken in this sacred space carry both the authority to cancel what no longer serves you and the creative force to birth what your heart truly desires. This is why Florence emphasized that midnight prayers and declarations possess exponential power compared to those spoken at any other hour. When you approach midnight with reverence and intention, you align yourself with cosmic law. You recognize that this moment offers direct access to the source of all manifestation. Your voice becomes the voice of divine will expressing through human form. Your desire becomes the universe's command to itself. Your faith becomes the bridge across which miracles travel from the realm of spirit into the world of form. To harness this midnight power, you must prepare yourself as you would for the most important meeting of your life. An hour before midnight, begin to quiet your environment and center your thoughts. Let the day's concerns fade into insignificance as you focus on the greater truth of your divine nature. Cleanse your mind of doubt and fill it with expectation. This is not merely positive thinking, but conscious alignment with the laws that govern reality itself. As the clock approaches 12, stand in a posture of dignity and openness. Feel yourself becoming a channel through which infinite power flows. Breathe deeply, allowing each exhale to release any resistance, and each inhale to draw in divine authority. When the clock strikes midnight, speak your command with the conviction of one who knows beyond question that their word is law in the spiritual realm. The format of your midnight declaration should be precise and present tense. Begin with acknowledgement of divine authority. I am one with infinite power. Then state your command as an accomplished fact. Divine order now manifests perfectly in every area of my life. Speak with gratitude as though the miracle has already occurred. I give thanks that my highest good now unfolds with miraculous speed and perfect timing. Florence taught that your midnight words should encompass 3 elements: cancellation of limitation, declaration of truth, and gratitude for manifestation. You might say, I cancel and dissolve all patterns of lack and limitation. I declare my life filled with abundance, health, love, and divine purpose. I give thanks that miracles now flow into my experience from seen and unseen sources. The power lies not in the exact words, but in the consciousness behind them. You must speak as one who commands the elements, as one whose will is aligned with divine will, as one whose faith has become absolute knowledge. This is the consciousness that Florence embodied and taught. The understanding that you are not a powerless human begging the universe for favors, but a divine being exercising your inherent authority over the conditions of your experience. After speaking your midnight command, remain in silence for several minutes, feeling the words penetrating every cell of your body and radiating outward into the fabric of reality itself. Visualize your declaration as golden light expanding from your heart, illuminating and transforming everything it touches. See tomorrow dawning bright with the fulfillment of your spoken word. The signs of midnight manifestation often appear within hours. You may wake with unusual clarity about action steps to take. Unexpected opportunities may present themselves. People may contact you with exactly what you need. Circumstances may shift in ways that seem too perfect to be coincidence. These are not accidents, but the natural result of having activated divine law through sacred timing and spoken authority. If you feel called to embrace this ancient practice, if you sense that tonight could mark the beginning of miraculous transformation in your life, speak these words into the comments. I command my highest good. Let this declaration be the first step toward claiming your midnight power and watching divine order unfold with supernatural speed and perfect precision. This is spiritual and educational content. It is not a substitute for medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment.